Look, I'm too old for those.
What I do know is that Toxic is one of the most effective Pokemon moves.
So yeah, now you kind of get the reason why there's a number of antidotes lying around.
Makes a bit more sense.
Everything in this area causes poison.
Oh boy.
Except perhaps the incendiary Gatling bullets.
Well, yes. Those just murder you.
Don't tell the bullets they can't be poison, or else we're gonna get hit by poison bullets. Man, there are a lot of guys.
Yeah.
A lot of guys.
And if this
it sure would be nice if that guy with the Gatling gun were to help.
Well, he's protecting them from us.
Apparently.
I mean, he's doing kind of a piss-poor job of it, but... So yeah, you'll notice that just having the torch equipped will even make them back up. Even though there seems to be a limit to how much they'll take.
So do all of these enemies have like some kind of covering over their face? It looks like, or are these guys like hairy?
They're just hairy.
Okay, because I was trying to figure out what kind of monster they were, and these guys are very clearly Bigfoot or Big Feet, and then the other guys having blankets over themselves. They're obviously shitty Halloween ghosts.
Right, one of the
That's spit poison.
Scariest.
Yeah, poisonous Halloween ghosts, a very deadly variant of the shitty Halloween ghost.
Yeah.
We just checked that Pokédex again.
So yeah, this is up to the Gatling gun guy, but we won't be dealing with him in this session. Simply because would not be prepared for it.
What, you mean you don't just talk things out?
There is actually a way you can just talk to him without aggroing him. It's very difficult, though.
Why aren't you doing that, Mr. One Death?
Because it would have me lose the ability to show some things off.
Wow.
So what you're saying is Kevin will be talking.
Yes. Exactly.
Kevin's a good boy.
Did you just set fire
Did you
to
just set the whole building on fire?
Yes, I did.
that?
Not necessarily the whole building, but like majority of the floor is now on fire.
Unceremoniously burning a church.
It's fine.
Look at this. That doesn't look fine.
It's fine.
Look at that chandelier, man.
You know,
It looks like Phantom of the Opera in here.
we used to say that Kevin was the one who didn't make good decisions, but Sir Bleaksoul doesn't seem to be thinking this out.
See, he's got more fire. He'll be fine.
Bleaksoul.
Sir Bleaksoul just likes to vandalize property because he's an edgy teen.
Oh.
See, Kevin's a good boy.
And we have another hat for our little skeleton buddies.
Oh, they can dress like mummies.
Yeah, they're going trick-or-treating.
That's why we see so many shitty Halloween ghosts.
I'm just gonna get together with all my friends who are also very small and go as all of the little friends from Bloodborne. We'll get like a bird bath and we'll just all stand around it.
Nobody will know who you are.
That's fine. Last time I dressed up for Halloween, I was Emily from Deadly Premonition, and nobody knew who I was, and I was really sad about it.
So yeah, these guys just kind of keep coming, and it's real annoying.
At least they do that thing where they just kind of hover, like, just in front of you and let you attack them, instead of, like, all coming at you at once.
Also, you'll notice they have glowing red eyes, which is always a good sign.
That's fine. Is that like a mark of a more powerful enemy, that it has glowing eyes or something like that?
Not really. All the little shitty Halloween ghosts have glowing red eyes that you'll see when they, also...
Man, you got juked.
Yeah, he was
doing so well.
That thing was an invasive little bugger.
I can't believe that you got killed by a shitty Halloween ghost.
Certain types of beasts.
And we're back.
Just taking a little shortcut. So, Gallon Guy also has a friend.
What's his friend's name?
I don't think he actually has one.
Ugh, that's not what I'm asking. I'm asking you to name him.
Hi!
Get
drop in!
That's what you get for not participating in a bit.
That actually scared me when it happened.
Yeah, I bet.
Because all of a sudden there was just this guy falling from the sky.
Hey! Trick or treat!
Maybe the night of the hunt is just Halloween.
Yeah, it's definitely Halloween.
Yeah, at this point I was just done with this part of the area.
Yeah, you missed, pal.
So I figured fire would help.
You do have a lot of Molotovs, I guess.
They have
I don't
very
know how
long
many
neck.
is a lot. I mean, more than one is a lot in real life.
Bloodborne actually caps the number of items you can bring with you at a time. So, like with
wow.
Molotov cocktails, you can only bring 10.
But you can store additional ones?
Yeah. If you pick up, like, more, it'll go to your storage.
So, I'm sort of realizing here, these sheets remind me of the guy we met in the Healing Church.
Oh, yeah, you're right. They do look like the guy in the Healing Church. Just all jerky and covered in really thin cloth.
I wonder if this is either a practice to cover the infected with the cloth, or...
Well, they probably just don't want to show off how messed up they are.
Yeah, or if they were in fact members of the church.
Right, okay, so in regards to getting your blood echoes back in this game, enemies can actually pick them up, and you have to kill them to get them back.
Huh.
That's extremely rude.
The type of which enemy picks them up depends on where you died and if it crosses through their pathing.
So they can also just stay on the ground.
Yeah. Like, that'll happen, like, usually during bosses. They'll just stay on the ground.
There's so many guys. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
Suppose that's what happens when a whole city gets infected.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not the same like in Dark Souls where, like, there's not a lot of times that I can recall in Dark Souls, like, there's just a mob and, like, guys just keep coming. Like,
Yeah.
it's more like, there's a bunch of guys and as you advance, there's more and more guys, but you have time to, like, look at them and plot out what you're gonna do. Now, in this game, they're all coming at you.
I don't know, I've been playing Scholar of the First Sin. And that seems to be their MO.
Of course, the difference is with Bloodborne, the mechanics are more equipped to deal with mobs of enemies, and that was evidenced, like, during the whole run through the streets by that burning effigy.
When all is melted in blood.
So yeah, that was a material to make a Chalice dungeon. Each Chalice dungeon requires specific materials to actually basically get up and running.
Okay.
And a lot of the times to get certain Chalice dungeons running, you have to do the previous one possibly multiple times.
Wow.
Rude. I don't want to go there today.
Yeah, well, to be fair, that's just a shortcut, but...
You're lost, aren't you?
So where
I
are you going?
was for a second, I will admit. There is a specific area later that I'm going to get very lost in because it is a huge and expansive area.
Everywhere you've been so far has seemed like very labyrinthine and very expansive. But that is one thing I like about this series is the sense of scale, especially caused by the background and the fact that everything's on top of each other.
Ah, cobblestone. It must be on the bottom.
Also, more werewolf friends. So yeah, this is basically like lower Old Yharnam, basically.
Is that water out there?
Yep, nice water.
So we are finally at the bottom of the city.
That's how you know it's a good video game. Of course, that the water looks really good. That's why they put it all over the ground.
Those blood cocktails we picked up, you can actually throw them and it'll distract enemies for like a short period of time.
Like the alluring skull.
I actually forgot those existed, but yes.
Yeah. It is hard, though, to remember all of these things because they all have blood in the name.
I thought you were about to say it's hard to navigate geometry.
No, that's fine. You know, not everybody got high marks in geometry.
That's why you're going to college.
Blood college.
Yeah, you're not
Blood
out
college.
of college yet.
So...
So without you here, I mean, like, it seems like all the werewolves in Old Yharnam are they were just kind of living their lives as werewolves.
Kinda, yeah. Then Sir Bleaksoul came along.
I mean, like, have you ever thought that maybe the werewolves had it right?
So hey, buddy.
Oh.
What you doing up there?
There's a vampire also there, hanging upside down?
Just hanging out.
Yeah, I think that's more a corpse, but...
Like I said, a vampire, just hanging out.
Yeah.
I can't believe you interrupted their first date like this. It's awkward enough as it is.
You know, the love between a vampire and a werewolf.
The forbidden love between a vampire and a werewolf.
East Blood Pellet. Banned by the Healing Church.
Got the hard drugs now.
So yeah, those are actually, pretty useful in, like, boss fights. From what I can understand, when you use them and then when you start hitting an enemy, a meter will slowly go up, and the higher that meter is, the more damage you do.
Rad. So you get some sweet combos. Weirdly enough, that's also what those orbs are called. That's the brand name, sweet combos.
Yeah.
I thought combos were like the pizza rolls things.
Shh, they are.
Oh.
Everyone hates them.
They're not that sweet.
I was about to make that joke. Are they the combos of this universe?
Clearly.
They are.
Clearly, they
That's
are
why
both...
they were outlawed.
Yeah.
I tried some combos not that long ago, and they were pretty good. They were just the same kind of, like, barely cheese as Ritz Bits sandwiches with cheese.
So this game likes its long ladders.
It's dramatic. I think it's good because the combat's so fast, it gives you a nice pause between these really fast combat events.
Also, we are back at the start.
Well,
So yeah, that just opened up a nifty little shortcut for us.
I'm completely lost.
Basically we just did a huge circle, really.
I mean, I understand that in theory.
Milk, what is it? Very let me.
Time to level up.
Yep,
Blood tinge.
So yeah, Blood Tinge governs the damage and scaling done by your gun.
Farewell, good hun. May you find your words.
Also,
in
I
the
got
waking
6
world.
axes again.
Nice. Good job, you did it, you leveled up.
We're all proud of you, Sir Bleak Soul.
He's proud of himself.
And I purchased this.
Ah, you can go to a new area.
Yep. We're gonna be going back to Old Yharnam for right now, but we will be getting there this session.
Ah, so you can throw oil at someone according to that loading screen, and then you can set them on fire with your torch.
Yup. Or throw a
makes
Molotov
sense.
cocktail.
So you can finally do the thing that the enemies in Dark Souls 2 would do to you all the time.
The realistic simulation of you have to get something flammable on something before you can burn it.
So one thing I should note, because it's gonna come up, the fire paper that Alfred gave us,
Yeah.
it basically allows you to set your weapon on fire.
And do sweet magic tricks.
Yeah,
So do you get to set this whole hammer on fire?
you'll see.
I want to see. I want to see a hammer get set on fire.
Actually, you might not, because I can't remember if I actually use it for the hammer or not.
Oh my god. Time and time again. I just want to see something cool. And it's taken away from me just as I learned that it's even possible to do.
So yeah, this one also has glowing red eyes.
Can some of them not?
No.
Oh.
Since I never actually got hit by that one, I will also say that one does poison damage.
Oh no.
Hmm.
Man, who are the people making statues? Because I feel like there were too many of them. Was that just like the popular pastime?
Well,
Was, drink blood, make statues?
it seems like,
Oh no. My boyfriend is sleeping on the couch and now he's responding to me. He's sleep talking. He just said, I don't know, from the couch. Don't wake him up. He's
So
dreaming about Bloodborne.
oh god.
that you
The
can't
hunter's
summon
He's in the Hunter's Street.
like in Dark Souls.
But only if they're dreaming.
This was great.
I'm keeping this in. Also, there's this thing.
Blood-starved beast.
Eh,
I suppose there's not much fresh blood down here in Old Yharnam.
I don't know, man. There's, like, blood, like, everywhere. Like, there's blood on the walls right there.
Well, that's the blood-starved beast's blood.
Oh, I guess that doesn't count.
yeah, I was gonna say, I'm kind of splattering it across the floor and walls.
This sort of implies that the werewolves don't eat other werewolves' blood.
But that's all that anybody eats. Right?
Oh.
I guess they don't attack each other.
Yeah.
So, this thing has more than one form. This second form that's in right now, all of its attacks do poison.
Ooh, gross.
Also, it can phase into walls for some reason.
I can't really tell what's going on with this guy. Like,
It's very slick and very quick.
His, the skin off its back is kinda flayed and hanging around.
Yeah.
And for its third form, I'll get into that a little bit later.
slow poisoning.
It's like a moth.
Well,
That move's a basically one-shot kill at this level, if he can actually get you in the grab. It's very rude.
Inquisitive minds.
those who delve into the arcane fall all too easily into madness. So, as in this dimension, in the realm of Bloodborne, being a wizard is extremely dangerous. Oh boy, a compilation, huh? Yep.
Technically not so much, but
A compilation of greatest hugs.
Oh, this must be the run. There weren't like 12 other deaths interspliced into these. As Sir Bleaksel remembers.
yeah, thankfully I only died 2 times to this thing.
I mean, I didn't hear any like goofy trumpet music, so I assumed.
So yeah, about his third form.
Right.
Now
Now he's gonna try to jump on you.
First off, he can do that.
Ugh.
Secondly, just being near him causes your poison to go up.
Oh, great. Man, it's extreme. So we haven't really seen that much about poison before this area, huh?
No, not really. I don't think anything can do poison outside.
I wonder if it's poison
before this area.
because, like, is it poison because of the beast curse, or is it poison because, like, they've been left here for so long?
And their flayed flesh is rotting. Yeah, use that inventory in the middle of a fight.
Yeah, a little bit action inventory management.
No, you got it. It's great. Everything's fine.
Yeah, as you might imagine, Bloodstarved Beast kind of gives a lot of people trouble in their first playthrough.
This looks pretty tough.
Simply because of how fast and agile and relentless this thing actually is. Also, the constant poison doesn't help.
Yeah, the, popping its ult for a poison nova doesn't seem you.
It just barfs in a sphere on you.
So that is what the kids are into these days.
Oh man, but your stab move does so much damage.
Yup. So that boss was optional.
Thumuru.
Chalice. Oh boy. Another Lovecraft.
I don't think Thumuru is specifically Lovecraft.
Look, any
be wrong.
vowel or any consonant before THU is a Lovecraft. That's how it works.
That is actually fair.